If you can watch the ego making discernment, no? Which is a fear statement. I'm watching the ego, because ego is also capable of observing. What's the difference, ego observing? Well, the difference is that ego observes with self-interest only. To what benefit me? So it's biased. So that place cannot be the true place of observing. It is a localized, selfish kind of observing. And that is observed. So the minute that's clear, a deeper field of seeing is present. The ego is not itching now. It's just showing up as another thing. You have transcended its voice. You have overcome its influence. Little by little you go, little by little. If you can say that I can even observe my ego identity playing the role of observing and so on, that is because a deeper seeing by grace is emerging in you to say, but even this I can see. Because largely in our life we don't see this. We accept that voice, that voice is true and truth. But now a deeper space of seeing is opening up inside you, where it is not so volatile, not emotional. It is very neutral, very clean. It is not invested in anything that it perceives. Are we in recognition of this thing as we speak? I'm not giving you homework. We're just talking here, And this is my trust, because knowing it is here, everything you're searching for is right here. At the moment, we're looking also at seeing the things that seem to come up in front, that seem to capture our attention easily, and that amounts to a kind of distraction from your natural intuitive recognition of what you cannot not be. Too much words? And we can spend a lot of time picking at things here, and yes, but my mind is saying this, and my mind is saying that, and showing that we give so much respect and power to the mind that itself is mostly just bringing up foolishness. And I'm saying, don't keep reporting about the crime scene, but the one who is looking is the one who is looking involved in the crime scene. Because it could be. And it's just these simple noticings that are going to be so effective in you. If you imagine, as you made this example before, supposing you're standing on the road there and suddenly a car went past. Another car is coming the other side, and this car slams into him. This one has gone through the red light, slammed into him, and then both drivers came out of the car. None of them is injured, and one of them is a woman. She comes out screaming, and then she takes an umbrella and whacks the driver and says, why don't you pay attention where you're going? And the driver is bleeding in the head, and then he runs at her, and then he punches her. No? Okay? And then the whole thing goes to court. It was going to court, and you are a witness. You saw it. Yes. You show up in court, and on the day now, the day for court is come, and they say, "Can we call the first witness?" I say, yeah. Where were you standing? I was standing on the corner here in this position, and I saw the car coming. Yes, and then the red car came out through the traffic lights and slammed into it. Okay, and then what happened? Then the lady came out. And she walked over, she was screaming, she had an umbrella, and the man came out and she hit the man with the umbrella. Okay. Then what the man did? Then the man was very, very hurt. Then he came and he punched her, Your Honor. Okay? And then what happened? Then I just thought, no, I can't let that happen. So I ran and I punched him. So, but you are not just a witness, you are involved in the crime scene as well. He is not, sorry, this one is not witness. No? Another witness? Yes, sir, I was there also. Yes, I did see when this other weakness got involved and he punched the man. Yes, and then what happened after that? Then I just thought it was not fair. I went inside as well and I said, guys, you need to stop this. And then the lady spat at me. And I said, oh, you spit at me. So I whacked her one. No, whoa. Is there any real witness here who was not involved? So if you are witnessing, means you must be the uninvolved witness. You see? You are not on anyone's side. Can you witness your own movie like this? You're watching mine bit. But don't get too involved in that, because the more involved you start to be, you get sucked in, you become part of the scene. What will happen in this true witnessing? At a certain point, you stop paying attention to what's going on out there, and you start paying attention to the one who is seeing. It begins to happen very naturally. When I ask about observing, you begin to start to notice your own neutrality. When you discover your own neutrality, what is happening out there becomes less fascinating for you. That is called witnessing. To witness the witness. You follow? Yeah. And look how things change. Everybody's reporting about the story happening outside, and this lady, and this thing, and that thing, and the deal fell through, and so and so. But the one who is seeing this and reporting about this, is this one also witnessable? Yesterday, we spoke a little bit about these two bird positions. That the first bird position was the one who is active in life and very busy about the future and appointments and all these things, which is fine. Our lives can be like that. But above, on another branch, sits a bird, similar looking, but he is not doing anything at all, just passively looking. Can you find that second bird position within you? The one who quietly observes but is not involved. It's not saying to the first bird, oi, no, you left a bit over there. No, it just quietly looks. Can you find that place within you? Where even my words as I'm speaking and the comprehension of them in you is also observed. Then does it make you agitated and excited? Or are you noticing that they're landing in a place of calmness and neutrality? That even this weakness is itself noticed as a function. You with me? Yeah. Are you at the back less with me? Thank you. So this one, first, most of us, we are talking about the activities we encounter as life. We write books about it. We write many things on Facebook and YouTube, and we make things about the things that we want, that we think is going to interest other beings. But now I'm asking you, the one who is noticing all these things, but is also aware of themselves noticing. So, whoa, that's a bit different. Then the story doesn't feel so hot, because the self-awareness of the weakness is coming into it. And that's a much more stable and powerful place. May I go one step more than this? That even the function of witnessing is itself perceived. That the act of seeing is itself seen. Are we on the same page? When it comes to this point, that even the functioning of the manifest world is a happening by itself, you are not doing it, and even if you feel that you are trying to do it, that one trying to do it is also watched. In the place of this ultimate watching, is there any investment in how things turn out? And yet, from this place, we see that there's a field of harmony. And what happens is that earlier, when we are deeply identified, we're often moving hastily to prevent something that we project is going to happen from happening. We're deeply involved. When we look from our real place, we are observing that life takes care of life. Same field, different perspective. When we notice this, a calmness arises within us. A trust begins to blossom inside you. More peace is noticed in you because of this trust, because of this wisdom, because of this seeing. People may say, wow, let's go and talk to him because he seems to know a lot. But the fact is, you know nothing. The knowledge that the world so much venerates is not the way things are functioning in you. Your life is spontaneously in harmony with the what is and its manifestation. This is why I say there's one earth, but there are billions of worlds. Each world being made up as a psychological construction, projection, imagination, concepts, identity is shaping our unique view of the world. This is why when Christ said, trust in God, trust also in me, he said, because I have overcome the world. He overcome the world appearing in his own system, and by overcoming the world appearing within his own conscious system, he overcame everybody's world. Same for you. Why not you? It is not something you can purchase over the counter. If you are touched by what you hear and what you feel within you, then grace will continue to deepen that urge and to support your discovering. It's a natural thing. And grace will move automatically in you. You will start to meet beings maybe who have a word that you needed to hear. Someone will say to you, listen, come here, I want to show you. And rather than suspiciousness arising first, a trust is there. And you go and you find, wow, it was so fantastic I went. You will not move through fear, but with openness and trust, not naivety, because grace is with you. But to say, yes, I know, and it means nothing at all. Yeah, I know I am this, I know I'm this, I'm always this, there's only this, Do you know how annoying that can sound when it is not true? It's only theoretically true. It must be experientially true for you. When it is experientially true for you, you tend not to say it like that. You keep quiet. I'm not trying to teach you how to behave, I'm just saying that. Those who feel and something inside you is confirming, yes, it is so. and a yearning comes, and it begins to prioritize this. Because you are beginning to discover your timeless nature. Your timeless nature is not against any particular activity per se. Rather, it makes use of whatever activities they are, and it blesses them. It brings out the best in them. We may have heard differently. Oh, this is a bad thing, these people no good. No, this is not the way of the self. Those who are awake to the truth, they don't tell the world, they're not reminding the world how ugly life is, how bad things are. No, they remind the world how beautiful it is, how beautiful it can be, how to awaken within you your true potential, to wake up to what is timeless in you. The perfume arising out of that seeing is peace and openness, joy, wisdom, love, compassion, silence. This is your natural perfume. But if you live only as ego, you will not emit this perfume. Rather, you will emit an odor of suspiciousness and fear and aggressiveness and judgment, selfishness, hopelessness. This is not your original nature.